Hey Scorpio, it's your girl Belladonna Krishana here with your mid-month reading. Oh no, change again. I'm actually going to be doing I'm going to be doing things slightly differently yet again. So I have like medicine cards and I got them from a friend for a birthday present one time. And this little medicine card book with these little medicine cards. And so, yeah, we're going to be actually using these this particular month. So I went ahead and I already shuffled and already, found the medicine cards that correspond with your guys's reading for the month. And so I'm going to let you know what I got. All right. So give me a second to just put these cards out because I kind of did all the signs already, and then obviously I don't leave them out because I'm shuffling other signs. So yeah. Okay. So um, we have three cards that I pulled. I pulled the hawk in reverse. Okay. I pulled the turkey in reverse, and I pulled the frog. All right. So what led me into wanting to do these is for the eclipse, the eclipse that just happened, the partial eclipse that just happened, and the new moon in Cancer that just happened. I have really been making sure that I connect to Earth and sort of like, my indigenous background, which is also a part of me as well as being African American, obviously. But I've been really wanting to connect with more of the earth energies. And so the earth energies for me definitely also represent connecting to animal spirits and things like that. So anyway, I thought this would be really helpful for this particular month since this is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm going through. So all right. So let's start with the hawk in reverse. Okay. So as we know, the hawk is, the seer of all, is the card of being able to discern through actually through observation, not only through like self, but through, outward observation as well. And the hawk in reverse basically means that that right now in this place that you're in, you're really too afraid to look at yourself and your actions. Perhaps even too afraid to look at the actions of those around you. Maybe you have been too afraid to actually deal with what the truth of a particular matter within your life is, and that itself comes as a detriment, to basically the path that you're on. If you can't actually see what's going on, or if you refuse to see what's going on, a lot of times you end up in this sort of cyclone of, you guys are water signs, so cyclone of emotions, cyclone of feeling a little bit lost, feeling like you're physically in a cyclone, actually. Um, so yeah, so that's the hawk. And then we have the turkey in reverse. Okay, so the turkey in reverse is refusing to let go. And so a part of, this journey that you're on of not being able, or not choosing to see, is also, you're a part of this refusal to sort of let go of situations that perhaps aren't no longer serving you. Letting go of people who aren't necessarily serving you as well. Um, Also, it's keeping a lot of resources. That kind of refusal to let go also keeps a lot of resources from you, and those resources are there for you to be able to kind of cycle through them. So it's like you have resources and you have the ability to give um, charitably, maybe this is monetary, emotionally give to others, so that cycle keeps going. But when you refuse to let go, you sort of create a block. And so this block is sort of happening because of your refusal to actually see. Um, and the frog kind of came in as well. As I just dropped something. I'll pick it up in a second. So the frog comes up, and the frog is actually the card of, like, you definitely need a cleansing. you need to cleanse your space. And it's not just your personal space, but it's also your emotional, your emotional vehicles, our vehicle. Also, cleansing out your, for some people, Facebook is that important. So maybe cleansing out your Facebook, cleansing out your social media accounts in general. Cleansing your life, basically. This particular retrograde, I feel like, is going to be very important for your cleansing process. And remember, it's either let go or be dragged, So it's kind of one of those things where it's really important for you right now to really see areas that are no longer serving you and actually move past that. Because if you don't, this retrograde is going to be real for you, and I'm here to help. I'm here to help you right now. So we're going to go ahead and actually shuffle like we usually do. Shuffle from my deck that I typically use for readings. By the way, you can always hit me up for readings if you would like them. My information is down below and I'm available. So yeah, go ahead and hit me up. I'm a little booked-ish for the month of August, but this month I have definitely open spaces. And also thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, your love, your comments, etc., etc., etc. So let's go ahead and shuffle these, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we shuffled, we pulled. All right, so first we start off with this is basically going to tell you obviously what's going to be happening within the month up until about August. For some people this will resonate, and for some folks you might want to look at your moon sign or your rising sign, if Scorpio is your sun sign. So yeah. Anyway, so the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this is exactly what we were talking about. It is because you are not in a place where you're ready to let go, or you haven't let go. It's causing this sort of block for you, not only emotionally and in connecting with other people, but it's also causing a block with, for some people, their finances, their sense of stability. This is that sort of feminine. I'm not saying this is all for females, it could be for males as well, but there's this sort of feminine aspect that's blocked from you. And it is, women receive by giving. That's what we do. And so, in sort of a more esoteric fashion, by not giving of yourself, you are blocking the energy of also receiving. And so until you actually deal with that energy, things are going to be blocked within your life. Things aren't going to move forward the way that you'd like them to. If it's in terms of relationships, they're not going to move forward because you're not willing to actually let go. You're not willing to see. We have the Magician that's also in reverse, or that comes in reverse. And the Magician in reverse is saying that you're not using your tools wisely. It's like, especially if you're a female, it's like somebody who is really into the arts, basically into doing magic and things like that. And it's like you're spending so much time doing work on a particular person that you're not necessarily focused on the rest of the aspects of your life, on every area of your life. And for sometimes when a block comes up, it is not for you to keep like taking a sledgehammer or taking a tractor and running into it. It's actually things that you need to actually sort of like look at. Maybe the block is being created universally. Maybe the universe itself is saying, this isn't the best thing for you. This isn't going to be the thing that's going to help you express yourself at its fullest. And by letting it go, you can actually see that. But there's a whole bunch of fear there in regards to actually letting go. We have the Queen of Rods as well, and so it's like almost by not seeing as well, it's creating this sort of like, I don't really know what to build. I don't really know where to go next, and because this other thing that I desire isn't necessarily moving. But it's not because it's not moving, it's because you're not letting it go. It's like nothing can move if you're holding it, so just kind of take that into consideration within this next month. Now we're kind of moving towards, mid-August here. And so mid-August, you're going to get to a point where you're really going to survey the land, if you will. you're really going to figure out, okay, you know what? There are other things in my life that I want besides this one particular thing. And so maybe I need to start looking out and seeing what it is that I have and what needs to be adjusted and what needs to be maintained and what needs to be let go of, and so this Mercury retrograde period is, like I said, going to be a lot about that for you. Um, the King of Cups comes in reverse. And I don't necessarily think that, I feel like through all of this, you guys might be really focused on, um, I don't see you guys being very good at being dual minded in this next month, focusing on the heart and the mind. I don't feel like that's going to happen. So I feel like the shift that's probably going to end up happening when you finally decide to let go, when you finally decide to look at the things that you haven't been looking, is probably going to be a big shift from being well, feeling like you're more here, which you've been kind of here, but it's been like sort of this cyclone happening between the heart and the mind, and then I feel like you guys are going to end up here just really in the mind of things, and really sort of like still cutting things off, still not really letting go, but really in the process, obviously, but sort of like maybe feeling on some level too hurt or too traumatized to actually move forward into, let's say, a new relationship, or feeling hurt or too traumatized to actually move into a new job, feeling too hurt or too traumatized to really uh, to really take everything that is really important to you and actually cultivate the right energies with that. I feel like that's going to end up kind of being the the way that you're going to proceed through things. And so just kind of be a little careful with that. You have to use your mind and your heart. You can't just use one or the other that's imbalanced. Now this is actually this is a good card. This whole reading is not, terrible. It's like, this is a good card. We have the Two of Cups. So through moving through that process, okay, through figuring out where you sort of, where your head is and where your heart is, you're going to end up in the Two of Cups at the end, okay? So it's all going to come back to the Two of Cups. It's almost like you guys are going to take a little bit of path. You're going to take a little bit of road a little bit off the path to get back on the path, and on the path is exactly, is emotional fulfillment, is caring and support and having someone that you can actually share this cup with. It's going to be divinely orchestrated, and I just feel like it's going to be like you're going to see, like, you've been going on what you think is a straight path, and then you're going to sort of diverge a little bit, and then you're going to realize that you end up on the correct path no matter what. And so don't be too worried about the rest of these cards, that are sort of a little bit harsh, if you will, a little bit like, they're that's it's what's happening, and so it's like I'm just trying to help you guys sort of move through it. Now, it's going to bring you to the Two of Cups, and Two of Cups is great. It's going to be, if this is based on a relationship, it's going to bring a new relationship. This new relationship could also be a better relationship with self. So don't think that it has to just do with love. This could be a better relationship with yourself that you're going to be brought into by considering all these things, by actually having your veil taken off. But I will say that, this is all going to bring you guys to this point, and this is the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Cups, which is you guys are going to be moving on from something. So regardless to how you've been holding on to, to something because you feel like it's really important, or holding on to something for the sake of, I don't know, longevity, that you've maybe been holding on to this thing, there is going to be a point, possibly towards, mid, probably either through the retrograde, or at the mid month of August, where you guys are actually going to be letting go, and you guys are going to be moving forward, and that is what you're supposed to be doing now again, so that you can, so the energy that gives can receive, kind of thing, so that cycle can continue happening, because anything that is stagnant for too long will disease, or anything that does not grow dies. So just kind of remember that on this path, on this journey, as things are sort of being a little topsy turvy, a little bit feeling like you're being thrown in the wind a little bit. Just remember that like this is sort of necessary for the process of growth. Okay, and so that you achieve sort of your highest sense of fulfillment. So anyway, I hope this reading was helpful. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. And also, yeah, if you guys want readings, hit me up. All right, I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.